there, this is Misty, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do ruffle scarf on a round 12 peg nifty knitter flower loom. Some of the girls in my nifty knitter loom group on Facebook have asked me to do this, so here it goes. So what you'll need, of course, is the 12 peg flower loom. You'll also need some ruffle yarn. This is sachet, and you'll need a hook of your choice. So at the beginning, what you want to do is you want to pull out 6 pegs. So pull them out, every second one. Oops, sorry, that one. And this one, and this one. So you'll be left with 6. So just push them in to make sure that they're tight, because you don't want them to come loose. And then also, about this yarn, if you've never used it, you want to open it up just a little bit, and you will notice that when you're looking at it, you have an edge at the bottom that is thicker than the one at the top. So we will be using the top to put on our pegs, and the bottom is what's going to be ruffling outwards. So here we go. So you can pick anywhere on the loom, on the flower loom to start. So I usually start to the left. So hopefully you can see this. I tried to do this many ways, and this is the easiest. So just pick any stitch. You can see that it's on there. And what I usually do is I leave one open and then put the next one. So you're skipping one hole. Can you see that? And then skip one and stick this on. Skip one and put this on. You can skip 2 if you want. I don't find like it's always necessary. If you find that it gets tight, you can always skip 1 or 2 within you making the scarf, and it won't make that much difference. You won't even notice it. So, because sometimes you might find that it's a little tight between the stitches, like right here it's a little tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to I'm going to skip 2 holes and go on that one, and then usually it kind of balances itself out. Okay, so I've done all 6 pegs, and what I usually do is instead of going all the way around again and then knitting off the row all at once, I do one at a time. So what you want to do is take the bottom loop over the top and knit it off. Okay, then skip 1, skip 1 there, and then take the next one and put it on. Take the bottom loop and put it over the top. Skip 1, put the next one on your peg, knit the bottom over the top. Same thing, you're skipping 1 stitch, putting the next one on there, knitting 1 over top, and there you go. You're going to skip a stitch again. Sorry, skip a stitch again where my finger is. And then go to the next one, pop it on there, and then knit it off. And what you're going to notice when you around here, let's see if we can get a good shot. This peg here sticking out is going to catch your ruffles when they come down the loom. So as your scarf is making, it's going to come down. It might be all bunchy for a while, but when you get closer to the end of your scarf, you'll start to see it fall. But it's always going to get caught here. I just go underneath and try to unhook all the things, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So I just leave it there, and I try to pull this down as I go, pulling it, so that it doesn't all bunch up at the top here. So again, we're gonna skip 1. It's starting to get tight again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip 2, and then put that one on there, knit over top, and I'm gonna let's see here, skip the one where my finger is and go to the next one, pop it on the peg, and knit right over. Okay, skip one, knit over, skip one, knit over, skip one, knit over. I'm going to skip two here. So I think in every round that you do, you'll probably notice that you'll probably have to give it skip two once in a while. It's not a big deal. Like I said, you're not going to notice it. But I find that skipping one, the majority of the time, will just give you a little bit of a longer scarf. There we go. Okay, and just pull down on these here so it's not all bunched up. And like I said, you might feel better skipping the two pegs. It's up to you. If you can deal with a little bit of more tightness on the pegs, then go with the one. But if you're not very comfortable with that, if you're finding that this is really tight and you're just like, oh, that's not really what I want to work with, skip two the whole way through. It's totally up to you. You'll just get a little bit of a longer scarf if you do one. These have become all the rage. I made my first one about 2 weeks ago. I did watch the spool loom video, and I don't have a spool loom, I just have this flower loom, so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to take out 6 pegs. I actually love it. I think it is a lot easier looking than the spool loom tutorial, as far as how bunchy and loose it looks on the spool loom, and I find that this is a lot easier than doing it on the rectangle loom. Going back and forth on the rectangle loom was a challenge for me. So, and once you get the hang of this, it usually takes me about 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours to make one scarf, and it's just like making a hat, really, like a nifty knitter hat. So anyways, just keep going for a good long while. I will make another video of how to cast off and finish your scarf. And so hopefully you like watching my video, and I didn't say too many times like my nifty knitter booties. Anyways, thank you so much. Thanks for watching.